I asked so many of the writers, what was it like when you sat down and you all decided that I was going to be the first ever United States Women's Champion? I need to know. Like, did you vote on it and was it split 50-50 and one person had to make the call? Did you flip a coin? Did you fight over it? Was it unanimous? Does everyone love me so much I had to be the choice? Like, I wanted to know.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome on into the Takedown on SI YouTube channel. Rick Ucchino here with a very special guest as WWE Unreal is set to release on Netflix this coming Tuesday, July 29th, covering all of the behind-the-scenes work that went into WrestleMania 41 this past April. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, John Cena, Triple H, Rhea Ripley, they're all featured, as is my guest today. Still, by the way, the longest reigning Women's United States Champion of all time. Pledge your allegiance to Chelsea Green. How are you? It is great to talk to you again.
I'm so good. You forgot to say it's actually Chelsea Green and waffles because my cat, my little Siamese cat here, cannot handle me being the main event.
Ah,
He's got
yes.
to pop in and ruin it for me.
Well, is Waffles the fourth member of the Secret Herfus then at this point?
Oh, absolutely. And waffles is probably the most dangerous.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I've got two cats. I know they do some
Yeah.
damage. I haven't tried to give my cat a bath for 10 years because
No,
they got
no,
bloodied
no.
up too much the last time. So I know how it goes for sure. So we got this big show that's starting up on Tuesday. You got to be pretty excited about the big debut coming up.
I'm very excited. I'm equal parts nervous, excited. I haven't watched it. So when the rest of the world sits down on July 29th to watch Unreal, I will also be sitting down to watch Unreal. Or I will not be, or I will be getting a margarita and ignoring social media. I haven't decided yet. But I'm excited, like I've been nothing but honest with my fans from day one, from literally 2014 when I started wrestling. I have lifted the veil to my life, pulled back the curtain to, my relationship, my family, my home life, my dogs and cats, everything. So it's not abnormal for me to be doing this, but it is because it's going to be on Netflix.
And this show, like, it really does seem to be one of the more in-depth looks of how like the sausage is made that the fans have ever gotten before. And the cat's been out of the bag on the industry for a while now, but like many talents still like to blur those lines between reality and fiction. Where do you come down on peeling the curtain back on the industry? Is there such a thing as too much?
I mean, I always loved watching kind of the inside scoop on anything, whether it's my favorite movie. I love watching like the making of it and what the characters are doing after the movie.
Yeah.
Reality TV shows, I'm always going and doing more research after I watch my reality TV shows. So, like, to me, with wrestling, that's what I like. If if you don't want to see the making of the cake, don't watch it. But I truly feel like once you watch it, you're almost going to respect how the cake is made tenfold. And you're going to understand where we're coming from as performers. And you're going to learn the rigorous travel schedules and the amount that we work and the effort what we put into that, 3-minute match that you might see. And that's why I think it's special. I think everyone should be watching to truly understand what we go through to give you 2 to 3 hours of live television on a Friday or on a Monday.
Yeah, and like that's part of the reason why I love doing things like this and getting the opportunity to talk to the person behind the character, because I feel like I get more connected to that person and it makes me want to, root for that person more. And these types of shows do that as well. We saw the boom in popularity for women's wrestling that Total Divas had, back in the day. And I know you were a
Yeah.
big fan of that show. So getting to kind of not necessarily the same thing, but getting to be a part of this type of reality experience. What was that like for you behind the scenes?
It just felt natural. Omaha Productions and Netflix have been really amazing and accommodating, and they've just kind of ended up being my friends that I talk to that hold a camera. Like, I really have got to know all of them. I love them. They've been to my house. They've been on the road with me. They've watched me break my nose. They've watched me cry. They've watched me win a title. So they truly, in the past 4 months from ushering in the Netflix era on Raw to WrestleMania have seen me go like this. And I love that. I mean, I've made new friends out of it.
So, is there anything that the cameras were around for specifically that you really, because like you said, you haven't seen it yet. Is there anything you are really, really hoping makes it into one of these episodes?
I guess my thought is I hope they truly get the full package of how many ups and downs I went through before I won that title, which is tough because I won the title and they had just kind of started filming.
Hmm.
So it really relies on me storytelling for you to get the full picture of the past 10 years and the arm breaks and being released and almost feeling like I was being breadcrumbed into, am I winning, am I not, am I going home to perform in front of my family, am I not, oh my gosh, now I'm in Long Island and everyone is here and now I'm winning. Like it, I hope that they are able to truly capture that journey. But at the end of the day, the reality show isn't just based on me as much as I would love for it to be. It's based on so many people at WWE, and everyone has their own unique story. And truly, it doesn't matter what WWE superstar you follow, everyone has a unique story to tell.
For sure. Where's your curiosity level when it comes to getting a peek at those creative meetings and the process of putting together major shows? I am sure you would have loved to have been a fly on a wall a few times in your career.
I think that all the time. After I won the title, I asked so many of the writers, what was it like when you sat down and you all decided that I was going to be the first ever United States Women's Champion? I need to know. Like, did you vote on it and was it split 50-50 and one person had to make the call? Did you flip a coin? Did you fight over it? Was it unanimous? Does everyone love me so much I had to be the choice? Like, I wanted to know, but it's so funny because again, I will be watching like you guys are watching. So whatever you see, know that I'm sitting on my couch with my popcorn, like jaw will be on the floor when I figure out how they decided how they're gonna make me the champion.
So, this is something we've talked about before. You're someone who is notorious in a good way for making creative pitches. Do you think that there is something that you could learn from this show that might help you be a little bit more successful in getting some of that stuff approved?
Oh, definitely. Oh my gosh. Know that I am just throwing against a wall when I send in my pitches. I have no idea what they like or don't like. I have no idea when I write it, should I keep it to one sentence? Should I keep it to three paragraphs? Should I write an essay? Like there's no right answer, but maybe once I watch this, maybe there will be.
Okay, take me through the process of making a pitch. Is it like, do you send in an email? Do you just knock on people's doors when you get to the show? Do they just like expect like a giant like letter every Monday or Friday? Like take me through that.
So I'm bad. I hit them from all angles. So I first start out by planting the seed with creative. I like to tell a couple people, this is what I'm going to pitch. Just you watch out. Then I send an email. The email is, it's proofread, it's beautiful looking, it's aesthetic. There's the bullet points, then there's the long form. Like I give it to them all. Maybe a photo in there. And then I hit them the third time with a text. And the text usually goes out to the top dogs. And I just let them know the pitch was sent. These are kind of the brief points so that if they don't want to read it, they don't have to. If they want to scrap it immediately, or it might entice them to read it.
That is quite the process. And so is this like an every week thing? Every single week, every single day kind of a thing? Because your mind's always working.
I've been getting my way recently, so I haven't had to bother them as much. But no, it is basically, I mean, it's at least once a month, and that's at the very least. And if I'm sending them a pitch, I will never just send them one. I always send them three options.
Okay. Now, okay, now we're getting into the weeds. So, do you send them like the one that you really want, and then like two that might be like bad by comparison on purpose, so that other one sounds really, really good?
No, I really truly send three that I love because I love everything that I think of. And that's maybe a me problem, you know?
The problem might be a strong word on that, but like it's great to have ideas, right? Like, and is there one in particular though? Like, and it might be hard to pinpoint. Is there one that you've made that it still kind of eats at you that never really came to fruition?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. Like the ones that I can really, really harp on right now would definitely be my pitch to become Lily, Alexa Bliss's doll. I just, someone has to do it. Someone has to do it. She has to do some wizardry and make this doll come to life and be her tag partner. I don't know how we could do anything else. Exactly.
I'm nervous now because I got one behind me.
Exactly. I just think it would be so good. And there's so many more ways you could go with that. And then of course the second one would be myself versus Nikki Bella at WrestleMania. I really wanted it. I offered to do a hair versus hair match and it never happened. And that's one that, like, look, maybe it's a good thing that I'm not a peanut head with no hair, but I would have done it for Nikki Bella.
If anybody could pull it off, it's you. In all sincerity. So
That's what I tell myself.
but you still recently, and I'm glad you brought up Nikki Bella. It was a perfect segue here into my next question because you're still very successful at manifesting the things that you want in life, no matter how many pitches get denied, right? You've been talking about having a chance to work with Nikki Bella for years now to finally get that opportunity at Evolution. Then again on Monday Night Raw, her first singles match in 7 years. I mean, that had to be pretty special for you.
It was special for so many different reasons. Obviously, Nikki is such a trailblazer in women's wrestling. Of course, I watched her on Total Divas as I was coming into the wrestling scene. And I think it's basically everyone's goal to be able to work alongside a Bella. And so to be able to do all those things, but not only that, like to be trusted with her first singles match back after 7 years, after a child, after neck surgery, like so much trauma to her body. And not only did the writers and the creative team and Triple H trust me with that, but she trusted me with that. And that felt better than anything else. Like, I don't care if that match main evented WrestleMania or was 2 minutes long. I still was the one that got to do that. And that felt really good. She's such a pivotal woman in women's wrestling. Like, she really has kind of paved the way for everyone else in reality TV and venturing outside of WWE to do things, whether it's her wine brand, whether it's hosting. But at the end of the day, she comes home and she still is one of the girls in the locker room, and that's really rare.
Yeah, I'm very happy you got that match. I was hoping that Evolution might lead into that after we saw the, what went down in the Battle Royal. And if I can just for a second, being in the crowd for Evolution, um, man, that's felt like to me personally, that was just such a special night. I don't really know how to describe it. I was there for both Saturday night's main event and Evolution. It was
Yeah.
worth the 12-hour drive from Cincinnati down in for that. The sea of cowboy hats that I had to walk a mile to the stadium for.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
But while both events were loud, there was just this different type of electricity on Sunday night as opposed to Saturday. Like, what was that like for you guys out there?
It's exactly the way you just described it. Like, it's so special when people are coming to support women. For so long, we've had to scratch and claw to get these opportunities. And now we're not just getting them, but we're like served them on a silver platter. Like, you're going to main event. You're going to have the first ever, battle or Royal Rumble. You're going to have Money in the Bank and TLC matches. We're going to make a pay per view for you and showcase all the amazing talent. We have some of the best female athletes in the world, hands down, between Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and then the girls that are going to come up and take the spots on NXT. They're superhumans and they deserve to be showcased. So walking out there, getting an entrance for that battle royal at Evolution, I just like I had chills walking out there. The three of us did. And we were just so honored to be there and to be in that arena in that moment for Evolution 2 and then to get an entrance. It was really special.
Yeah, I'm already counting the days to Evolution 3 whenever that happens. And I will drive however far I need to. Maybe I'll even fly if it's far enough that I have to do that. Subject
I
myself to
love
that.
that.
Ah, man, if it's within 8 hours, I'm gonna try to make the trip. But sometimes I've been
Yeah.
stretching myself a little bit more just because I hate flying that much. Real quick though, because I next time I had the chance to talk to you, I wanted to put you over for something, and I want to go back a little bit further. And you brought it up earlier. What happened to you at Saturday night's main event where you busted your nose, right? I'm always in awe of situations like Becky Lynch wrestling for 12 minutes with a separated shoulder, or you finishing your match with your busted nose. Because I bring those two instances up for a specific reason, because each of those things happened to me during my training days, and I would instantly done. I get hit square in the nose one time, and it's like my brain just shut down and would not let me get back up to my feet for 15 minutes. Take me through that moment where you not only finished the match, but then had the wherewithal to go backstage and immediately start filming content for social media.
Look, at this point now, I've been doing this for almost 11 years. This is not my first or my last injury, unfortunately. Like, I've broken my nose so many times. I wrestled with a broken arm. Like, at this point, my pain tolerance is kind of unbelievably high. And then the adrenaline, when you're in front of a crowd and you want to give them everything, when something like that happens, it surprisingly adds to the lore of the story. It adds to like the hecticness of and the chaos of that match. And it ends up usually being even better if you just continue and get through it. Look, like it doesn't feel great, but the adrenaline of the crowd is so high that it just kind of pushes you through it. But I will say, my nose was bleeding a lot and I looked over and my dad was looking at me like, "Oh my God." And I was like, "Okay, oh, we need to wrap this up here."
Well, your pain tolerance is definitely higher than mine. There is no question about that. Chelsea, it's always a blast to get to talk to you. Thank you so much. Very generous with your time. Best of luck on the show, and yeah, can't wait to watch more. And are looking forward to our next conversation whenever it happens.
Thank you so much. Good seeing you.